That's all I know. That's all I know. Man, look, y'all, the bell just went off, so please don't act new to this, man. That means that it's time for the Late for Class podcast. And y'all already know, man, I'm your humble, gracious, always on time, never tired because I take naps all the time. Just simple, casual, gracious host Styles, man.
And I'm your co-host, Isaiah. You know how it is, I'm always
That's
here.
It?
Oh, okay.
Isaiah.
Well, I'm your gracious, light skin, over the top, never about not touching them controversial subjects that we got for you.
Never about not touching them controversial subjects.
Because I'm going to be on it.
Because what we do around here is touch
Isaiah.
Controversial subjects.
That's what we do over here. Speaking of controversial, and we kind of had already talked about this, Hobbs and Shaw did not do too well in the box office.
No. First off, man. This is episode 17.
Yes.
Shout out to the Apple Podcast listenership, the YouTube listenership, the Podbean listenership, Spotify. Everybody listening, man. Y'all click the links on SoundCloud. Y'all click the links on Instagram. Y'all click the links on YouTube. Y'all click the links. I spam you from my text plus number. Y'all click the links, man. Just please download. We need ads.
Share.
But not for real, though. Shout out to everybody that listens to the Late for Class podcast, man. We love it. We do this for y'all. Every single week, man, we do this for y'all. So now it seems talking about Hobbs and Shaw.
Let's get back to that.
Well, I would like to start by saying that if you listen to one of the previous podcasts, you've heard, and I'm pretty sure that you know, that there was a debate about Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift and whether or not it was one of the good ones. And in my opinion, it's not. So when Hobbs and Shaw came out, and I read that it had the lowest box office numbers since Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, it made a lot of sense to me as to why he would say this movie is good, because he liked the last one. Now, I don't 100% think that the movie was bad. I think the movie has some good actors and actresses in it. I think the movie was deemed to do success. It just didn't, for whatever reason. Some people didn't agree with it and didn't want to go see it. I can't be mad at them. But it's just crazy.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's your opinion on you not even seeing the movie, and this man's like,
what's my opinion?
Your opinion is you don't want to see the movie because it doesn't have all the cast or the group.
I just don't want to see the movie.
Why not? It's a good ass movie. I told you I watched it.
Well, I told you I don't want to go see it in theaters. I'll see it, but I'm not dying to get to the theaters to see it.
I wasn't dying at first, but when I saw it, I was like, "Damn, this is a good movie."
But somebody got you there. I'm not like I don't want to see it. Don't take me to see that movie.
And I got you in
theaters. No.
See, that's the thing.
No.
People, and that's your opinion.
The only reason I say this is because I'm one of the fans that grew up with the Fast and the Furious from the first movie all the way up until now.
I guess I didn't grow up with it too.
And no, you probably did, but I have a different when I watch the movies, I'm more into the R.I.P. to Paul Walker. I'm more into the Vin Diesel, the Paul Walkers, the Hans, the Roman Pierces, the Giselles. All these people dying. I'm more into that side of it. When The Rock came in the fifth one, it was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I even like Jason Statham as an actor. He's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's not a Fast and the Furious movie for me without one of the original members.
Okay, so my whole thing is, yes, it's accredited to Fast and the Furious, but it's its own branched off spin-off of the movie. Yes, it's going to still have references and people that are close into contact with people that are in the Fast and the Furious that are going to still show up in the next Fast and the Furious, but it's an entirely different movie. You got to look at it from a different perspective of it's not your what I'm used to Fast and the Furious 1, 2, 3, 4 like that old style. It's a whole different movie. Just like when they first introduced Rock and Jason Statham and Vin Diesel into that whole category of itself there. It was still Fast and the Furious, but it was still its own different kind of movie. And they just went a little bit farther with separating Vin Diesel out of the equation and putting The Rock and Jason Statham. And that's fine if you don't agree, but I'm just saying it's not like you can't reference it to like it's Fast and the Furious.
What do you mean? It's a Fast and the Furious presents. That's the title of the movie.
It's like saying Doctor Strange is the whole movie of, or like it's the same thing as Endgame or the Avengers, because Doctor Strange is in the Marvel universe, right?
Okay.
But it has its own aspect and its own story to tell.
What do you mean? In the Avengers, they like in Endgame, they brought everybody in from all the universes,
and that's
not
what they're
just
going to do in the
Strange.
next. That's what they're going to do in the next Fast and the Furious. They're branching off as their own little story to tell. Yes, they're still part of the Fast and the Furious, but it's like its own little story to tell. Just like if you have a favorite actor or like a favorite superhero, like the Black Panther, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it branches out with its own movie. Yeah. Or would you still consider it like, oh yeah, it's an Avenger movie without Black Panther, or wouldn't you know?
I mean, yeah, of course. Like, I mean, it's you can have an Avenger movie without Black Panther. Hell, you can have an Avenger movie without the Hulk if you really wanted to. It depends on how many of the Avengers you have there. But you haven't seen anybody who Fast and the Furious is something that sparked when in the 90s. Yeah, maybe even a little bit before. But for the majority part of it, these comic books of Marvels and DC, they go way back. So people even growing up watching the cartoon shows, you watch the cartoon shows. If you read the comic books, you learn the people, you grasp the people. Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Moonlight, Blade, whoever it is in the Marvel Universe, you grasp to them. When they have a movie, you watch it.
Yes.
Okay? Simple and plain, Fast and the Furious dropped late 90s, early 2000s. It hasn't been that much of a gap for people to get into it and then fall in love with this and then branch off, because I know the origin of it. And personally, Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. It's the exact same thing. You just got Hobbs and Shaw in a whole different universe. And to me personally, because it's my opinion, it's not what I want to see in a Fast and the Furious movie. I'm not saying the movie is bad. I'm not saying the movie's bad. The numbers from the box office said the movie was bad. I can't make this shit up. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying I'm not rushing to the movie theater to see it. I will see it on my Fire Stick, on my PlayStation 4, whatever it is. I hack it on.
Remember this conversation then, because my whole argument to it is a good ass movie. I thought the same thing.
I'm not denying that it's a good movie. I'm telling you what the number said in the box office. I haven't seen the movie, so I got to go off the highest. And I don't know Ebert and Roper and Rotten Tomatoes right now. I'm going off the highest amount of recognition for this movie, and box office sales said that it was the worst. The series. It said the series. Because if Hobbs and Shaw was its own deal, they wouldn't be saying series, correct? They said it's the worst the series has seen since Tokyo Drift. I rest my case. Simple. Moving forth, guys. What else? Did y'all catch the Black Men Don't Cheat video? Like Charlamagne the God and Lil Duval, they what? Charlamagne the God and Lil Duval, they got together, and this Black Men Don't Cheat, which was the title of episode 15, was said a couple weeks ago, sweeping the nation, man. It's 2019. We're going into 2020. Y'all gotta understand, you know. Hashtag Black Men Don't Cheat. Did you catch it?
Nah, I didn't catch it.
Oh man! And Tyga dropped a new track with YG and Blueface called Bop. The video itself to me was 100% hilarious. Tyga had a perm, like and any song with Blueface in it is comedic. It's just like who listens to Blueface and takes him seriously in every single verse? Not I, said the cat. That's what my mom used to say. But nah, shit. I forgot something. Now that we off of that, but back on it, the Fast and the Furious, I had, where was it? Back on the Fast and Furious, Tyrese had something to say. Forgot about that. He said, I have to show my respects for one thing. He tried. Folks called me a hater and attacked me for speaking out. Breaking up the family clearly doesn't have the value that one would assume it does. You know what? Maybe, just maybe, The Rock and the crew will come dance with us again for Fast 10. We can all hug it out and get back to giving the true fans who have supported this franchise for 20 years what they want. No hating, I'm just pointing out the facts. Fast Family has more value as the Fast Family It's okay. The Rock is still one of the biggest movie stars in the world, and he's not hurting for work. I have 2 franchise films, and he has at least 15, so there won't be any tears on his pillow tonight. $180 million global opener on Hobbs and Shaw is not a win. In this day and age where everyone wants to be safe and sit on their hands and not speak on real shit when you do get attacked, and well, that's that. Again, my respects, because he tried his best. The world is clearly used to being severed in the Thanksgiving meal. The world is clearly used to being severed its Thanksgiving meal a certain way. They want the table to include all his flavors and all of his usual ingredients. The Rock comes from wrestling and he knows all about smack talking and friendly competition. So love is love. I think Roman has spoken. Drops mic. Hashtag no comment. Well, in my opinion, nothing else left to be said after that.
I mean, I agree that the series is different and it's branched out, and obviously from what the box office show that people are used to seeing like the whole crew together with Vin Diesel and everybody together with Tyrese, with Ludacris, and they're used to seeing that old school because that's just something that they're used to. That's something that they like, and that's the style that everybody likes. So I give him credit to The Rock saying that, hey, he knows what he's doing. He's in a lot of different movies, but he tried, and it obviously didn't work with him branching out. Will they probably get a second movie? No doubt. They'll probably get a second movie with Hobbs and Shaw again, and it'll be like Hobbs and Shaw 2 or Hobbs and Shaw lost in fucking Saudi Arabia or some shit like that.
Lost in Saudi Arabia.
Will it be good? Will it be bad? Who knows? Will they see where they made mistakes in the first one and probably go from there? Yes. I think what's going to happen in turn is it may not be a good movie box office wise, but there are a lot of people like me, for instance, who looked at the movie. When I first heard about it, I thought, oh shit, here it goes. It's going to be fucking the Dwayne The Rock Johnson being a big ass fucking huge dude, pulling off all these insane stunts that's not humanly possible, right? And to a degree, there was some of that shit in the movie. But there was a lot of good character development. There was a lot of good tempo of pacing, good action, good fight scenes, good comedy all around. So I think what's going to happen is in the next movie, they're going to learn from these mistakes, and I think it's going to be even better. Just like when you see like the Fast and the Furious, right? It was a great movie, right? Did box office numbers, not trying to discredit or anything like that. But even you said that the Fast and the Furious 2 is one of your favorite movies of the franchise, and it's just a better movie because they saw where they could have improved. So I think that's the same thing that's going to happen in Hobbs and Shaw, Lost in Saudi Arabia.
Hobbs and Shaw are going to be on a roll for the next 9 movies?
No, I don't think for the next 9 movies. Oh, for like the next Fast and the Furious. Yeah, I think definitely The Rock will definitely be in the next movie. I don't know if Jason Statham will play as big as a part, but I think The Rock definitely will like integrate himself somehow into the Fast and the Furious, whether it's a main character role, a smaller role, whatever it is, because there's no denying that people love to see The Rock in entertainment in movies, whether that be Jumanji, whether that be him playing himself or him going out of character doing different things. I mean, people just love seeing The Rock's face and love him not only as an actor but as a person. So I definitely see him in more roles in the Fast and the Furious, but big or small roles, couldn't really tell you, because obviously they're going to be like, okay, well, we need to stick to the fucking script. Let's get Vin Diesel back. Let's get Tyrese in there. Let's get Ludacris in there. Let's get the old cast back together. Let's get some of the creative juices flowing. Let's add a couple new characters. Maybe they can start being a part of the franchise, shit like that. So, I don't know. We'll have to see where that kind of goes from there.
I've spoken my piece. I have said all I need to say. I'll see the movie when I see the movie. Until then, this is what it is. But nah, man, black men don't cheat, sleep in the nation. YBN Cordae stopped by Funk Flex and drop bars, man. Like, I can't tell y'all how many times I listened to the freestyle. Like, he got me into the mode to literally, did I say that right? Yes. Literally jump in the booth myself. Like, YBN, like, I don't know, man. Like, if you don't know bars, then you just...
He is a different type of rapper, and I've been telling people this from podcasts earlier.
Generation, man.
From podcasts earlier, I've been telling, like, YBN Cordae is a rapper that you need to look up that's going to be on the come up. Whether you listen to his new album, The Lost Boy, or whether you're listening to his older stuff, and then now getting onto the train of his new album, and then now finding out through his freestyles and stuff like that, I'm telling you right now, he's going to do numbers, and not only that, but he's going to take the rap game by storm very soon. I mean, I'm talking within the next 2 years. It's not even going to take 5 or 6 years because he's already here, folks. I'm taking till the next 2 years. YBN Cordae is going to be a big name. He's going to be up there with the JIDs, the J. Coles, the Kendrick Lamars. When you have to talk about rappers with bars, he's going to be in that conversation, and that is just point blank. Period. So, if you're not on the hype train now, I would best suggest you get on it.
Go ahead and get on the hype train
and check up on him, because he ain't spitting it for fun. He's telling a story and he's going hard.
Are y'all ready for this new segment I'm gonna give y'all every week, where I just give you a bunch of funny news that we don't deep dive into? I just tell you about it and we keep it rolling. We're gonna call it Keep It Rolling.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call this segment. Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling.
You gotta get a sound of tires screeching.
Yes.
Or something. Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling.
There was a result of a former Ohio player by the name of DJ Cooper, who yes, who was found pregnant off his drug test.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. Keep it moving.
Wait, no. What the fuck? A man was pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns will be on the cover of WWE 2K20. To all of my wrestler fans out there.
Okay. Reigns, he was also in Hobbs and Shaw. Keep
moving. There's a Georgia teen who was sentenced to life in prison for strangling his sister over the Wi-Fi password.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, man. Give me the Wi-Fi password. There was this girl dying of cancer who told Beyonce she admires her for pretending Jay-Z isn't ugly.
Oh, shit. Damn. Well, when you have cancer, you can say that shit. Keep it rolling.
And I saw a picture of...
Oh, what did you see a picture of?
This is not news. This is a meme I saw.
Okay.
So I'm at my little cousin's spelling bee, and he makes it to the final word.
Oh, shit.
His word is N-word.
No.
He said N-I-G-G-A.
Oh.
You get it? N-word?
Oh! Because it was actually not, it was N-word as like the word N-word, not the N-word.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hilarious. Final round, too. Damn.
He was probably like, he probably looked around like, is it okay?
Man, that's wild.
I would have been like, can you use it in the sentence?
Can you use it in the sentence? Soulja Boy and Famous Dex got into it. But
about what? Who's more relevant?
Yeah,
who's more relevant?
Do we care that Ray Janae was spying on YFN Lucci in the club? Not really.
Not really. I don't really care too much about that. What do we care about?
We care about this. I'm gonna let you do the honors, sir.
The top 50 greatest rappers of all time.
Now, this is a list I saw 3 days ago.
Jesus Christ.
Start at number 1.
Number 1, they have Jay-Z.
Okay, number 2.
Nas.
Number 3? Who's number 3 on the list, Isaiah?
Joe Budden. Holy shit. They got 4 as Styles P.
Man, we're going to get all 50.
5 as Black Thought. 6 as Fabuloso. 7 as Jadakiss. 8.
Fab is arguably top 10.
8 as Biggie. Let me just put that there, okay?
Biggie at 8?
Biggie at 8. Then they have Ghostface at 9. Kendrick at 10.
Wow.
Benny Siegel?
Beanie Siegel?
Beanie Siegel at 11.
From Paper Soldiers?
Oh, okay. Anyway, they got Rakim at 12.
Rakim.
Pusha T at 13. Redman at 14. Pac. Are they talking about Tupac?
So are we saying that Biggie's better than Pac here? Whoa.
Okay. Are they saying Tupac?
That Redman is better than Pac? Tupac?
Okay.
That's the only Pac I know.
So they got Pac. I'm guessing it's Tupac because they don't put Tupac specifically. But anyway, they have Pac at 15. They have Scarface at 16.
Oh my God, I haven't heard Drake yet.
Andre 3000 at 17.
Andre 3000 is arguably top 15.
Common at 18. They have J. Cole at 19.
Oh.
They have J. Cole at 19.
Okay.
Not top 10, but 19. Okay, anyway.
Of all time.
They have Lupe Fiasco. They have Lupe Fiasco at 20. I'm talking lasers at 20. Okay, anyway, they got Royce at 21.
Royce the 5'9".
They got DMX at 22.
X gonna give it to you.
Drake at 23.
Well, all right.
They got T.I. at 24.
What you know about that?
They got Raekwon at 25. Raekwon, sorry, I said Raekwon. They got
Raekwon.
They got
Watakwon Nicki Minaj and Watakwon and the 1 ton taco.
Jesus Christ.
I want the 1 ton taco.
They got fucking Twista at 26.
No, I ain't gonna do that one.
They got Method Man at 27.
What, they got Red before Meth?
Yes.
Wow.
They got Eminem at 28. Surprisingly.
Hey Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
They got Prodigy at 29.
All right.
Most Def at 30.
Whoa, from the Alicia Keys video?
Yeah.
They got Next Day Air?
Yeah. they got Cool G Rap at 31.
Oh my gosh.
Big Boy at 30. Big Boy at 32.
Outkast Big Boy? Or when he's about that Big Boy radio station Big Boy? Like,
I'm thinking Big Boy from Outkast.
Okay, I hope so.
They got Jeezy at 33. Then they've got Snoop Dogg at 34.
Whoa.
At 30, you're telling me Twista is higher. And I'm not talking.
How about some other names?
They got Method Man higher than Snoop Dogg.
Red Man.
They got Rakim.
They got Red. Keep going.
Okay, anyway.
50. What number are we on?
Okay, we're on 35. We got Cameron at 35. We got 36, Bun B. Let me tell you this. I don't know who this nigga is. Bun B, I don't even know who he is. Then at 37...
Bun B from UGK. Oh. You know Bun B and Pimp C.
Oh, okay. Then they have 37, they have Lil Wayne. Let that sink in for a second.
Time out. You mean to tell me you got Bun B, you got Red Man before Lil Wayne? You got Lupe before Lil Wayne.
You got Benny Siegel before Lil Wayne.
Benny Siegel is before Lil Wayne. Joe Budden.
This shit must be off of like somebody.
Keep going.
They got Killer Mike at 38.
Oh my god.
And this one will probably make me the most pissed off. I'm not even gonna lie. They got Ice Cube at 39.
Oh man.
You talking about the one who was probably the most infamous out of NWA, made American Gangsters. I'm talking about Vaseline. You're telling me he's below fucking Beanie Siegel? Redman's above Ice Cube?
You made the list.
I'm gonna keep going. Anyway,
I saw it on Twitter. It was trending. Like it was trending.
I bet.
Like it wasn't just me. It's like everybody is like, whoa, number 3.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, to 40, we're almost there. AZ, don't even know who that is. 41, Maze. 42, Stack Bundles. Maze. Yeah.
Wait.
MASE. Yeah.
That's Mace.
Mace.
From like back then with P. Diddy and them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Mace. Yeah.
Mace. My bad. Okay. Then they got.
I'm like, Maze is a new artist signed to Strange Music. I was like, I know he's not on there.
Yeah, he ain't on there. They got 42 Stack Bundles. They got 43 8 Ball. 44 Big Pun.
Where's MJG?
45 The Game.
All right.
Is that 45?
Okay, but before I say anything, just finish out these last 5.
Okay, they got 46 as LL Cool J. 47 is Rick Ross, believe it or not. 48 is 50 Cent. And coming in at 49 is Busta Rhymes.
And who?
And 50 is
who rounds out
Lloyd Banks.
G-Unit. Well, now that you're done reading, let's get your opinion.
That list is absolute shit, and I don't know if this was like some like old ass head who's making this list, And I don't know if he maybe was
Joe
dropped.
Budden probably made the list.
I guarantee you.
Somebody in the top 10 made the list.
It probably was Joe Budden.
Because Joe Budden the only one in the top 10 that don't deserve to be in the top 10.
I don't think he deserves to be in the top 10. Don't get me wrong.
You think he deserves to be in the top 50? Of all time, I can't give it to Joe Budden. I fuck with Joe Budden. He's part of the inspiration of why I started podcasting. But I cannot really give it to Joe Budden as top 50 of all time. He's lyrical.
All I say is
he's nice.
Look at the numbers and look at not only that, but look on the play on words. You're telling me that Eminem is not in the top 10. You're telling me
crazy.
That Ice Cube, who was in NWA, is not in the top 10. You know who's also not fucking mentioned in this at all? Dr. Dre.
That's a lot of people.
And then you're telling me Snoop Dogg's not in the top 10? You're telling me Eazy-E's not even close to into the top 20? You're telling me Tupac's not even in the top 10? You're telling me that Biggie barely made the top 10? I mean, I don't know who the fuck is smoking this shit. But they obviously need to go back. And you're telling me Slick Rick didn't make top 50?
Hi.
Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, shit.
Slick Rick.
I mean, I would take Will Smith on half of this shit.
I put an eye patch on my head. I leave an eye patch if he's dead. That's that Slick Rick. Y'all know about that old school flow. Y'all know about that old kid. You remember that old happy rap flow? Like when it was like, went to school, got stuck in detention.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't even know why they mentioned my name. Man, the school is so lame. Just want to go home and sit alone and play my game. You remember that?
Yeah, you said that shit, man.
Like, like when Will Smith was
what's that bedtime story with fucking bedtime story with Slick Rick?
Uh-huh.
Will you tell me a bedtime story, please? All right.
Y'all some bars. I ain't even know.
God damn, but that list in itself is a fucking sham. Like, I don't know who was drunk or... I mean, there's so many more names that could be in the top 50 list with... I mean, shit, you can even put fucking YBN Cordae before you even mention Joe Budden in that bitch. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, god damn, like, to put him at 3? To put him at 3, that's a fucking stretch. Like, you're telling me Joe Budden is above Tupac, is above Biggie.
That's
above J. Cole
or
Kendrick. I mean, I could go on and fucking on, but like just to put that in perspective, I mean, you're talking about a man who has half the album sales as any of the top 50 of those, and probably has none of the lyrical, talent of a Biggie or a Tupac or fucking Eminem. Or, I mean, goddamn, even Tech Nine's on that bitch. Like, I mean, if you listen to some Tech Nine shit, I mean, it's lyrical as shit. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm just baffled and fucking, I can't even speak right now because I'm so fucking irritating and I'm irate. I mean, fucking Lil Wayne is at, what was that, 39?
Lil Wayne was pretty low.
I mean, that was low as fuck. I mean, he's probably one of the most influential rappers of the early 2000s that had changed the game into what it is now. I mean, when Lil Wayne came in, I mean, it was he took it over. I mean, he had the rap game for a good, I would say, decade, maybe a little bit more. Mm-hmm. I mean, just like it's the Lil Wayne show. Like you're competing with Lil Wayne every year. Mm-hmm. If Lil Wayne ain't dropping some heat, then I don't know what's coming out. I mean, shit, like you're competing with Lil Wayne. He was the man. Even Rick Ross had some fucking heat. I mean, goddamn, like I'd have fucking
So we in agreement that the list is trash.
Yeah,
100%.
Get that shit out of here. Get some fucking.
Where did it lose you at? It started with Jay-Z.
It lost me at 3 with Joe Budden. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then I started going down. I'm like, damn, they got Biggie at 8.
Y'all quit playing.
They had Siegel, whatever his fucking name at, or whatever. Beanie Siegel. Fuck that dude, man.
But real talk though, Beanie. Paper Soldiers is a really good movie. I recommend you watching it.
I need to go check that out there.
It's got Beanie Siegel and a young Kevin Hart.
Okay.
And it's pretty much, just imagine breaking and entering houses with Kevin Hart as your accomplice.
That'd be badass.
So
that'd be badass.
It's pretty funny. It's a really good movie. Let's talk about R. Kelly, man.
What now? What the fuck else happened?
He wants to be free. He wants to be let out and he wants to be monitored.
Monitored? What
he
the
wants
fuck?
to be let out and he wants to be monitored. Let me see if I can find it. Talk to the people while I look for
Okay, so first off, like the whole monitored thing, like, are we talking like surveillance video? We talking like fucking house arrest? Like what? I mean, R. Kelly, you're at why you're at where you're at for a fucking reason. It's not because it was word of mouth, he said, she said. It was because you have shit caught on tape of you doing things to people that you know you shouldn't have been doing, that you know could have got you in trouble, but you did it anyway. And then you record yourself fucking doing it. That's even more incriminating. I don't know how else to put this, R. Kelly. You should be locked up. You should serve your time and deal with it. There's a great saying: if you can't face the time, don't do the crime. Very easy, very simple. I learned that shit at 10. R. Kelly, you're a grown-ass man. I'm pretty sure you know the saying. You should fucking know by now. You got off with peeing on a girl. You got off with peeing on a girl. Not very many men these days can get off with peeing on a girl, R. Kelly. You got off with that. That is a fucking fact. And now...
That's a double entendre. Did y'all hear how he said getting off by peeing on a girl?
Ooh.
I should put this man in the studio.
Shit.
I'll let you finish the preach, bro.
Anyway, now you present yourself again, and now you got all these girls coming up saying this happened, and then you got motherfuckers saying they got video of it, video proof. That is the most incriminating thing in this day and age. It's not the word of mouth shit. It's not the emails, the text. It's the video proof of saying, yes, you did this with this girl, and we have it on video. We can even tell you the date, the time, the stamps, everything. You fucked up, R. Kelly. I don't think you should be supervised. I don't think you should be on household arrest. I don't think your mom should hold your hand and watch you and say that she's supervising you and give you a little pass and shit. Yes.
All right, here I got it. I found my screenshot.
Okay.
Whoa, I looked at my screenshot and it said 5% in the corner. I thought that was for real, for real. You ever done that?
I done that shit before. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, I'm at 20%. I'm like, I damn near know I charged this shit last night.
I done watched a YouTube video and then like the YouTuber's controller started to die, so the thing popped up.
And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I
just turn this shit on. Like, what the hell?
All right, stop. We got to get serious and get back on subject.
All right, back to
Robert Kelly. Robert Kelly wants to be released from jail after being thrown in the slammer for federal sexual misconduct charges.
Okay.
This is news to no one. The disgraced singer... Oh, man, they said disgrace.
Disgrace. It's not...
The disgraced singer is currently in solitary confinement and begged the judge to be released. He offers to wear an ankle monitor and stay away from minors if his request is granted. The Blast reports that he's requesting bond for his federal case. R. Kelly refuted claims that he's a flight risk because his funds are depleting. His team said, and I quote, "Mr. Kelly no longer has the money or the entourage he once did to help him in his endeavors." His team also made an offer to, quote-unquote, make it virtually impossible to attempt to contact any witnesses without being caught by giving Kelly limited internet access. So he can't really talk to anybody on the outside, as we know. But in a nutshell, R. Kelly wants to...
be on house arrest, this fucking guy.
From kids.
This fucking guy. He's basically saying... Oh, I know what I did now, and I won't touch on kids anymore, and I'm not a flight risk anymore because I don't have the fucking money to. Like, are you fucking shitting me? You're telling me that if you get out, that you're not going to get money from interviews, you're not going to get money from fucking other people that want to talk to you, or like you going to perform old songs. Like, you're not going to get money for that. Don't fucking tell me you're not a flight risk. Now, I'm not saying R. Kelly's a flight risk. Like, he's going to fucking grab your, like, little girl and be like, oh, come with me, I'm R. Kelly, ha ha ha. Like, it's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like some fucking troll sitting under a fucking bridge trying to grab your kid. But at the same time,
like a clown in a sewer.
But at the same time, he's saying all these fucking, his team's saying all these fucking big words to kind of throw you off. He doesn't have the entourage, and he doesn't have the people to help him in these endeavors that he used to. He doesn't have the people to help him basically record these girls or get these minors to come over here and have them. And the key word he said there too, he said if they let him go, and he will promise to stay away from minors. He didn't say for grown women or other women that
I'm
he can
sorry, but I
sexually
just
abuse.
don't like. I think it's sad that a grown ass man should have to say he'll stay away from minors as part of an agree or as part of a deal to be on the outside.
Thank you. I agree 100%.
That's just too much.
And I think that he should do his time. Like R. Kelly, you gave us some great classics, man. You did some really good shit for hip hop and R&B world. You did a lot of good things. Like I will never forget when I first heard "I'm trapped in the closet." I'll never forget that shit. But now I know why you're trapped in the closet. And nigga, you need to stay there, trapped in the closet, trapped in the jail cell with Tyrone, and that's where you need to be. I'm sorry, I don't believe in you getting out and being on house arrest and saying, "Oh, I'll stay away from minors," because the crazy part about it, statistically, people that do pedophilic actions and are pedophiles do not stick to their words. Even if they're on house arrest, even if they've been rehabilitated, they relapse pretty easily, actually. It's almost like a 80%, I think 70% fucking rate. It's actually pretty fucking high. It's kind of disgusting. And R. Kelly, you've done what you did. It's time to face the consequences. Like if I went out today, shot a man dead in the street, and I said it on this fucking podcast, and you're hearing me saying, I shot this guy dead in the street, which I didn't. I'm just playing you guys a little fucking jig. But if I did, then of course I need to man up as a man.
Playing a jig?
A jig, you know.
What is that? I've never played.
A little farce. A little farce. A little scenery for you guys.
What the fuck is playing a jig?
But my whole thing is, if I said that or if I did that, I would have to face the consequences as a man that I killed somebody, and that's what it has to be. I have to sit down because I took somebody's life. You took somebody's not only childhood away from them, you fucking traumatized them dramatically. I mean, these women that are going up and coming forward are fucking dramatically impacted by you, and you're sitting here crying because now you had to actually fucking face the music, and now it's real, and now you're like, oh, I won't want to do this, I want to go on bail, like I'm R. Kelly, I'm rich, like it shouldn't happen to me, like I didn't know what I was doing. Like, fuck out of here. Like, you know what you're doing in the moment. You didn't feel bad afterwards, you just feel bad now that you're caught. Just like a cheater, just like a criminal, just like anybody. They don't feel bad when they're doing it, but they sure do feel bad when they're getting caught.
Man, God damn.
That's all I gotta say about that. Fucking heated. Fucking let me go so I won't touch minors. I promise I'll stay away from the fucking little kids. Fuck out of here.
Alright, let's what the hell can I use that to segue into?
Should we go to something more serious now?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to segue from R.
R. Kelly?
Damn. You remember Kablam?
Kablam? What the fuck?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Maybe I'm just too young.
90s show.
Okay, I don't think I do.
TV show.
Okay.
Like comic book strip type of. I want you to imagine this comic book strip type of
Comic book
cartoon
strip
show opening up. Kablam!
Kablam!
Like a little black kid and a white kid.
Okay.
They had segments in the show. There was one called Life with Loopy. Oh my gosh.
Was it trippy?
No, it wasn't trippy. But I want you to just Google it. I just want you to Google Kablam, and just when it pops up, just Google Kablam Nickelodeon, and when it pops up, it might come back to you. That shit just popped in my head. And I was just like, man, I used to watch that shit.
Oh shit! This one.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, this one was weird as fuck. I remember that one. That because they had like these little fucking action figures. I remember this one. That shit was weird as fuck.
They had Milkman.
Yes, that shit was weird. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the shows. Like I turn that shit on. I watch it for a little bit. I'm like, oh shit. I gotta see something else. That shit was one of the. It was one of those weird. Like it was like one of those ones that were like freaky because it was like it was so different. Like it wasn't like pleasing to the eye. Like as a kid, I'm so used to watching like SpongeBob and like regular Nickelodeon shows and like Disney Channel shows, and I see like Kablam. I'm like, what the fuck?
Kablam
I'm like,
was that deal.
I'm like, what is this shit?
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, fuck.
Basketball players drug test was pregnant. That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit.
But we ain't on that no more.
But no, we keep
it moving.
Keep it moving.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that shit.
That's pretty good.
That's
yeah,
good.
Just a little tad bad, but just keep it moving.
Just
Just keep it going.
Funny shit. Like I got a lot of that shit.
I think it's time to segue into.
Man,
Oh,
Couldn't have
shit.
said that at a perfect time.
Fuckery.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Y'all know what that sound means. It's time for the fuckery post of the week.
Damn
the
fucking
fuckery
straight.
post of the week. What do I have?
What do you have for me?
Have one right here for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This comes from a person on Twitter by the name of you know what? Anyway, this is the tweet. If we together and your ex die and you cry, bitch, you single.
Oh, shit.
Do we agree?
Damn. Fuck no, I don't.
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? Now that's tough.
That's tough as fuck. Cause, so my thing is, this is a different fuckery post. It's more of like a, I don't know. I don't even know what to like to even say about this. But like, so my whole thing is like, just because you're no longer in a relationship with somebody or you're no longer romantically with somebody doesn't mean you still don't have feelings for somebody, right? Doesn't mean you still don't care about the person or that you still don't think about them from time to time, you know? Not saying that you're obsessed with them or that you're not happy with your new man or new woman or whatever, what have you. But, you know, there's some times where, you know, you still check up on your ex or your significant other just to make sure that they're doing good. Or so maybe that's not everybody. That's not me or that's not, you know, most people that are listening. But, I mean, sometimes, you know, because some people are like, oh, no, fuck that bitch. Like, I hope she dies or whatever. But, like, I hope that, you know, your breakup or I hope that whoever you were seeing didn't end like that. Like, I hope it was, you know, somewhat of a mutual experience. And I hope that it wasn't like one person hates the other because of certain reasons, you know, or aspects. That's kind of tough because, like, he's basically saying, like, bitch, if, like, you cry or anything, like, shed a tear, like, you single because you shouldn't feel nothing for him. But, I don't know. That's kind of a tougher thing to say. I mean, nobody's.
How do you feel?
I mean, nobody's not gonna feel remorse or gonna feel like some sort of because everybody deals with, you know, a passing of a loved one or somebody differently. So to cry over an ex that has died is no longer with us, like no longer gonna be with you, period. Like
If y'all can hear me, that's crazy.
I mean, because to me, it's just like if somebody dies and they like were my ex, like
That's even a question.
yeah, I mean, at some point, like I mean, depending on like how long you've been with somebody, like some people have been with people for like 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, maybe a couple months, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's relationship's different, but when you break up with somebody, I mean, shit, like it doesn't just all fucking just go away and disappear like fucking. You know, like somebody just waved a wand and said, "You don't love this man anymore. If he died today, you wouldn't fucking, you know, feel anything." I mean, for somebody to say, "Yeah, bitch, if you cry, if your ex died, then we done. Like we single. Like damn. Like now, not only does she lose you, but she already lost her ex. So not only can she not go back to her ex because the motherfucker dead, she didn't even have you to cry on because you don't understand." The fact that people are naturally gonna fucking cry over people fucking dying, like holy shit.
Because you couldn't be there. Because you couldn't be there for her, and you couldn't lend a shoulder to cry on. You couldn't be the boyfriend that you wanted you to be, man.
That's fucking insane. What kind of fucking that? I mean, to me, that is really insane. That somebody just like, yeah, if you cry a bit, like, like, no. You're going to be single. But, I mean, like I said, it's different for everybody, so I don't fucking... Shit. What a fuck repost of the week.
Don't you love the fuckery post of the week?
I
man?
do. I really
Isn't
do.
it always just a bunch of fucking fuckery?
It is, really.
But, nah, for real. Speaking of fuckery, man. We had 2 mass shootings in a 24-hour span.
3 mass shootings.
3.
Yeah, because there was the one in Ohio at the club, and then there was the one in Walmart and the one in the mall in Texas, in El Paso. There was one that was in Walmart. There was one in the mall in El Paso, Texas.
Okay.
And then there was one in Ohio.
I remember because I thought I thought I somehow had stumbled upon 3.
Yeah, there's 3.
But I still wasn't positive because for some reason I was linking El Paso to them all.
The one in Ohio is a little bit different because that
was at the bar.
Yeah, it was kind of like our version of the Power and Light District, but in their kind of area. Mm-hmm. And the crazy part is he killed his sister and somebody else before he went on the shooting. So it was like really weird. And then the Walmart one was super weird because the dude drove like 10 hours before he even got to the place.
And he scoped it out though.
Yeah, he did. And then the mall
came like 3 days before and scoped it out.
And the mall shooting was fucking weird. So. First off, moment of silence for all those that were lost. And I know that this topic is very difficult to speak on for a lot of people, and I'm just going to give like my brief opinion on it because I'm not going to go too in detail because I feel like, we do have enough time to go in detail, but like I feel like I can't really like debate or anything with people, but I'm not trying to debate or anything, but I will say this. I don't believe guns are the problem in America. And I'll tell you this, right? So, at the time that these 3 mass shootings were taking place, 25 people died from gang-related shootings in Chicago. The total amount of mass shooting victims that are dead that were in these 3 mass shootings totaled up to 31. But the shootings that happened in Chicago were swept under the rug. Nobody talks about that. But the mass shootings that take place on innocent civilians and not gang members, people want to talk more about that. And they want to point this rhetoric of, oh, it was a hate crime because of this, or oh, it was this and this. Now, I'm not denying it's not a hate crime, and I'm not denying, but at the same time, I'm not saying I'm the most knowledgeable about these information that's coming to me. But at the same time, I wouldn't go and just feed off of every post you see on Facebook and every post you see on Instagram and all this stuff to get your news. Like I said, I told you guys about All Sides, a podcast ago, I believe, about to go get your information. Back to my original point. I don't think guns are the issue in America. I think it has to do with a big issue with mental health in America that a lot of people are not talking about and that a lot of people don't want to talk about, because you have simply normal people some of these times that go into these mass shootings that have no signs or symptoms, that don't show any mental fatigue or anything, and there are some that do show all that and that are bullied at school and different things of that nature, and then come one day and just release it all. And it's so hard to tell, but I think mental health is a huge issue in America. Not guns, not the fact that, oh, we should ban this type of gun or we should ban this type of gun. And that is just, like I said, this is just my opinion. This is not facts. This is not like I'm throwing everything out there. But I just want you to be aware of the situation. Now, my condolences and my deepest sorrows go out to all the families that are experiencing this tragedy, because it is a tragedy, and it is crazy because it's like you can't even go to Walmart now. You can't go anywhere now without looking over your shoulder and wondering, hey, am I going to get shot by some guy that's just going to walk in? But
it's crazy, man, because I just think of families, and I think of people's futures, and I think about how, like, just how many kids, how many adults, how many people won't be able to take another breath, like won't be able to do what they had planned the next day because some psychotic motherfucker decided to jump into the mall or decide to go to Walmart and just decided to just go bananas and bonkers on the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sad situation, and it is really
what type of world?
It is a different type of world, and that's the thing. It's not so much because like let's go back to the other podcast we were talking about when those people were doing that fucking lick the ice cream challenge or spitting and then Arizona tea and put it back in the thing. Like, we live in a world where you
that's
can
trendy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We live in a world nowadays where you can get famous off of anything. I don't think
except this podcast.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think these kids necessarily did these shootings, because if you look at it, they're all younger white males who did the shooting, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think they did it for fame, and I don't think that they did it for, but at the same time, I don't know their motives. I don't know I don't know if it was just a hate crime.
You, at the end of the day, and this goes beyond just the scenario, but I'm using it here, you can never, I don't care what, and it really applies in relationships, you can never think for another person. You can never jump in. You can never, nobody, unless you got some type of bond, special bond with a person, and you know that they fully let you into them 100%. You never can fully know what's going on with somebody.
That's right.
How tired they are of stuff, how fed up they are. Like, it'd be nice to get an interview just to know why.
Yeah, like what's going on, and that's
why 10 hours? Why not 8?
And that's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm trying to figure out, like, why more people are not relevant, like talking to psychologists and not going to, because like it, like people, I want to say this to like all the viewers and all the listeners that are listening right now. I just want to say this: it is okay and is not a sign of weakness to go to a psychologist or go to somebody if you think that you're having mental health issues. I would rather you go see a doctor and then be like, okay, maybe I do have some traumatic stress, or maybe I do have PTSD, or maybe I have this like going on, instead of bottling it in until you can't bottle it in anymore, and you only have 2 ways to react. You only have like one way where you either lash out at people and you do different things that you normally would never do, or you decide, hey, you know, I'm just going to take my own life. And I would rather you talk to somebody before that even comes to a point. What I'm really
people are afraid to get help though. Like
Yeah.
you have to think that we're growing up in some spots where people are afraid to get help. Like,
they are.
Like
It's,
they
it's,
feel like
it's a sign of weakness almost.
they feel like I don't need anybody telling me about my problems. Nobody can tell me what to do, because they feel like, hey, if I don't know, I can't fix it, and if I don't know, it can't hurt me.
And I will say this, because I know this is going to come out of all these shootings, and what is really going to make me upset and what really pisses me off. I'm an avid gun owner. I own multiple guns. I'm actually going to the KCI Expo gun show the 16th through 18th. I'm going that Saturday. I'm actually going to go buy me another gun.
Look at you.
But the thing is, I'm in the military. I've been raised hunting. I've shot everything from a 308. I've shot hunting rifles all the time. I've been bow hunting. I've been hunting, and it was a fun thing with me and my grandpa.
He's a hunter,
you know, it was something that my grandfather, because my grandfather's taught me the circle of life. He said at one point in time you're gonna die, and then you're gonna be basically given back to the earth, right? Because when my grandfather dies, he's actually gonna get buried and be decomposed naturally, not actually buried in a coffin. That's kind of his thing.
Okay.
And he taught me that, you know, killing animals, because deer overpopulate and they're actually bad for the ecosystem. A lot of people don't know that, but you go hunting to kind of thin out the population, and that some of them need to be killed. And he taught me the value of life, and you know what it means to take an actual life, stuff like that, right? And now in Walmart's, right, so they stopped selling ARs at Walmart's, right? They took that away when the first shooting happened, and then when Parkland happened, when the guy was using the shotgun to kill the people, they made the age actually higher to buy any weapon there, so like shotguns and stuff like that the age. Now they're being called to, after this, even though it happened in a Walmart, which I don't necessarily think he purchased the rifle from a Walmart, because it was AK-47 that he used. At least in the picture I could tell that he used. I don't think he bought it from a Walmart. I think he probably bought it from a gun show or something like other. But now they're calling for Walmart to stop selling firearms altogether. Now people that go hunting, that people that go and want to go, you know, actually take their sons and their grandsons or whatever, daughters, you know, because there's women that hunt, there's, you know, grandchildren that hunt. Yeah, now they got to suffer because they can't buy their guns there. You know, even Cabela's
like,
and other places are.
Man, but that's the thing. If we can't lock down on it, we can't punish one, we punish them all. That's just how it comes. When it gets to a certain point, that's what it is.
But that's the.
I don't agree with it.
I don't agree with it either.
But that's just how it is.
But that's the crazy part, is that we shouldn't have to punish all because of a few, and that is my where I'm coming from. And I know that a lot of people are scared nowadays to lose their lives, and I'm not saying that I'm not scared. Like I would hope that I wouldn't just get gunned down in the middle of a Walmart, you know. Like I said, my deepest condolences go out to all the families of this tragedy.
Man, what?
But
I'm just in here because the brand new Madden came out, and I'm just walking through. I don't want to go to GameStop because I don't feel like dealing with them and their bad customer service. So now I'm in Walmart. I'm just going there. I'm finna go get Madden 20 because I want to get in this version this year because I want to sell it, get my money back for it.
Yeah.
And just out of nowhere, somebody come, hey, little nigga. Well, bro, I'm just trying to buy Madden. What's up?
Yeah.
Pull the strap out on me. Boom. Man, put your hand. What? Stop. Throw me up against the glass. Pistol with me. Dude, I'm just trying to buy Madden, bro. Why are you bothering me with this? Little nigga, help me rob this place. No. Now I've been gunned down. Now I'm about to be using assistance because he want me to stick PlayStation 4 controllers in my pocket. And I already got 2. And I'm one person.
Yep.
And I don't need that many.
Well, and
But you would hate to be gunned down in Walmart.
well, I'm not gonna be gunned down in Walmart because now with all this shit happening, I carry on me at all times. Like I used to just leave my shit.
I'm out.
I used to I used to leave my shit just in the car. I used to leave like because I carry a Glock 19. I used to just leave my shit in the car just in case.
He said I'm not gonna be
just in case some shit like whatever pop off, you know, like so I could just go to my car, you know, just for protection of myself because like and I've said this before in a podcast too. I'm gonna go back a little bit. The game is the best teacher. The game said in an interview, and I quote, he said.
You mean
people
number 35?
Yes.
On the top 50 list of the greatest rappers?
Yes.
Okay.
He said, and I quote, he said, people get out of jails. People do not get out of coffins. And that shit stuck with me because the thing is, you may serve some time for killing somebody or in self-defense or whatever, and you may serve some time and you might get out. But if you get shot and you die, you're not getting out of that coffin. Like, you're dead. That's it. Like, you might serve your time in jail. Yeah, you might get fucked up, but at least you're still breathing. You're still alive.
But what if you're dead in a coffin and wait? No, I got nothing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I got nothing.
And so I'd rather have it on me and not get caught without it than get caught without it, and then now I'm like, damn.
So I had my shit. Got it on him.
That's what I'm saying. I had my shit in my car and I could have had it, but see the thing is the difference between me and other people is like I go out to gun ranges and I actually go shoot. I shoot in the military. I keep my shit, my skills sharpened so that way like if it were to ever come, I'm a little bit more knowledgeable. I'm a little bit more experienced than the average person in just shooting. Other than the person that goes, maybe once a year to go gun ranges. I go almost every month, if not twice a month.
I feel it.
And so that's the difference between different, like...
Is that a stress reliever for you?
It's not so much a stress reliever for me, but
would you say it's a stress reliever?
I mean, a little bit.
Would you use it as one, though? Could you see yourself being like, I just need to go shoot?
Yeah, I mean, I like it because it's just something fun.
I think a lot of people, because I know a lot of people that use it as stress relievers, and I'm like, going to the gun range as a stress reliever is okay with me.
Yeah, because you're in a safe environment. You're using a weapon, and it's just something that like you calibrate the weapon to your own settings. You put sights on there. Like you have to do all this stuff to a weapon. You maintain it. You clean it. A weapon's like your best friend, but it's there for a reason. It's not there to just. Oh, you got into a fender bender. You pull out the gun and strap somebody like, "Hey, motherfucker, you gonna pay for this?" Like, it's not meant for that. People with weapons.
Tap.
Yeah, exactly. People with weapons.
Your license plate fell off. That's the only thing wrong with your car. That you jump out and you pull the gun out.
Pull the strap.
Talk about some motherfucker.
Hey, motherfucker, you gonna have to pay for this.
It's $7.
Yeah, sir, it's $7.
I don't care about none of that. Give me 10.
And that's the thing.
I need gas. My car's still running.
Exactly. And that's the thing with people nowadays. People with weapons are going to do good things with them, and people with weapons are going to do bad things with them. That is complete. It's not the weapon's fault. You don't blame a fork for getting fat because it helped you eat some fucking ramen noodles or some like you don't blame cars for car accidents. You know that there's 500 people that died in car accidents last month.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that. We don't go, God damn these cars, these damn cars over here killing all these people. We don't talk about that, but we talk about guns and shit. Because why? Because guns can walk on two legs and go, hey, buddy, put me in your hand and let's go on a killing spree. They don't do that shit. Neither do cars, neither do alcohol, neither do forks. Things don't do this shit. People do. And that is where it all comes full circle. And I just find it so funny that you have all these mass shootings, all this shit happening during Democratic debates, before a political election, when what's that one guy that got caught with all that kiddie porn, that big ring, that billionaire.
R. Kelly?
No, he was a billionaire that got caught with it. It was what's his name?
Nope. Didn't do that child pornography research.
He was
kiddie porn. Did you really say kiddie porn?
No, because he ran a drug.
Wait, like
trafficking,
little cats,
like sex trafficking,
like little cats.
Yes, it was bad.
Like little cats, kitty porn.
No, not like that.
Like kittens. He was running porn with kittens.
No.
What kind of
it was Jeffrey Epstein. He's arrested for sex trafficking charges. He's a billionaire, and he had a sex trafficking ring and shit like that, and a whole bunch of higher up people were gonna go down with him and a whole bunch of shit. I found it kind of ironic that all these shootings are happening during all this shit, and it kind of just, not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, I'm not trying to draw fucking Illuminati triangles to all these shootings and shit and go back, like, I'm not trying to do all that, but I just find it ironic that all this shit is happening at such a short, like, instance. Like, for instance, Jeff Epstein was charged July 7th. I mean, and just almost a month later, really a couple weeks later, you have all these shootings happening. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just crazy. And now you have the shootings happening during these political debates.
Conspiracy Zay.
Hey, don't quote me on that. I might have like my own little thing. But like I said, condolences go out to the families and anybody that is a listener here that's affected by that. My deepest condolences. I just kind of want to share my opinion. Once again, opinion. These are not facts. These are not anything that is supposed to say, yes, I'm right, you're wrong. These are just something that my opinion on the topic. So,
that being said, let's give all the families another moment of silence. Man, it's wild week. Like, I was thinking back, like, it's how many what is this? Is this 10th and 11th shootings? 10th, 11th, and 12th? Or like 9th, 10th, and 11th shootings we've talked about since the podcast began.
It's kind of crazy.
And we're in 17 episodes. Yeah. And we got 3...
And they're shooting in just like a span of days, really. Not even weeks. Just
hours.
Days. Like hours. Like, it's crazy. Woke up to a shooting, came home to a shooting. Yeah. Woke up to a shooting. Yeah. Like, we just live in
what if they was all linked? Like, what if it comes out like they was all linked?
That's what I was saying. Because it feels like there's more like to
all
this.
3 of them are like worldwide criminals, and they're gonna be on the episode of Criminal Minds.
Well,
like
one of them's dead.
Oh,
the one in Ohio was gunning.
Well, they won't be on Criminal Minds.
But the actor that will play it, yeah. The case.
No. The case would be like, we had 3 mass shootings in a matter of hours in 3 different states. Boom, boom, boom. Like, are they all tied together?
True.
They got somebody playing, Epstein.
the fucking billionaire sex trafficker. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to see what else we got on the docket.
We have. I mean.
Oh yeah. Jaden Smith, real quick. I saw him doing the concert, and he put out clippers and started cutting his hair mid-show.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's dope. Like, that's him. Shout out to Barack. He turned 58 this past week.
Damn.
58. Barack Obama. Now, I want to talk about how far is tattoo far.
How far is tattoo far?
Yes.
What's this? Far? The fuck is what's going on here?
Allow me to break it down to you. So last week we were talking about the little Snapchat side stories that pop up.
Oh, fucking! I know what you're talking about. Is it with the Snooki and the other guy or the white guy or whatever? Yeah.
Do you watch it faithfully?
I do. That shit's crazy.
I just jumped on it this week. I saw it.
Those 2 girls?
Yes.
Yeah. That's just crazy. I'm sorry, but if I had
so let me explain. Explain to them what the show is.
Okay,
you've seen it more than me.
To the viewers, I'll explain it. So basically, it's these 2 people, whether they be relationship couples, whether they be like friends, whether they be brother or sister or whatever. So basically what they do is they pick 2 different tattoo artists and they basically get a tattoo for the other, like the significant other. So like, let's say the wife has a tattoo in mind for the husband and the husband has a tattoo in mind for the wife, right? They are blindfolded or like they put these like black goggles so they don't know what the fuck they're getting, right? So they get it tattooed and they're big pieces. They're not like some like little bitty like you can cover up. Like there's some big pieces in some noticeable places, right? So they get these big ass tattoos tattooed on them, right? And then after the tattoo's said and done, they like get it all cleaned up, and then they get it unveiled to them like that very day. And the wife sees the tattoo that the husband puts on. She goes, "Holy shit! You put on like a dragon eating shit, and like it means like you're a dragon that talks a lot of shit or whatever. Like that's like his tattoo behind it." And she gets all pissed off and cries. And then he gets up there and he's got like this big ass tattoo on his chest that's like a baby and he's like sucking his mother's breast or some shit, and it's like she's like, oh, because you're such a mama's boy or whatever, and it's just like weird fucking tattoos that are like fucking like it's insane. Like some of these tattoos, it's kind of crazy. Like I don't know how this show even like passed the pilot, but I guess people love seeing this shit. I guess they fucking enjoy seeing people like go at it like that. I mean,
I will. And the thing, I was watching it, so it popped onto my screen, and I'm like, okay, cool, let me go watch this.
Yeah.
So I click on it, and I'm sitting there like I'm in mid getting ready to go to work mode, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, okay, what is this? So I'm just looking, and I'm flipping through because it popped up and said, "You'll never believe what."
Yeah, you'll never believe what they put on
this. So let me tell y'all from my point of view, it's two women. Were they best friends?
Yeah, I think they're best friends.
I guess you could say this.
You could say that.
Hopefully, because somebody would have caught a charge. So these two women, they go to the show, you can tattoo whatever. So I guess the way he explained it to y'all, he explained to y'all what it was. Don't ask me. So I'm gonna tell you what happened though. So one of the friends, I guess she's had sex anally before. Once,
yep.
From what she said.
Yeah.
She said she had it one time. So her friend thought it would be a great idea to get a tattoo. Y'all remember like Microsoft PowerPoint and like PixArt and
oh shit.
When you used to just type the words in and then it just popped up in like different types of color fonts. Well, this is what this looked like. It looked like a PowerPoint presentation type font with red coloring and shadowing on the letters and everything. And big letters going across the bottom of the back. It said, "I like it in thee," and directly underneath that was the top of the booty crack. So y'all can imagine what it actually meant.
Yeah.
Where'd you think she liked it at?
You know.
Yeah.
We have many words for it
in
different countries, but
buttocks.
The bumhole.
The bongo. But nah, so then the other one, I guess she was a free spirit.
Yeah, you can say that.
And her friend thought it would be a great idea to put a chain and lock tattoo above her vagina.
Yeah.
That's what best friends are for. That's what best friends are for.
I'm telling you right now, if my friend came up and like put some fucking weird ass shit on, we'd be fighting. I'm sorry. Like, I got some cool tattoos on me right now. Like, I don't need any more, especially don't need any more that are gonna be like fucking provocative or like somewhere where I can't get a job or somewhere like I can't like do like what I like to do. So yeah, we'd be fighting for sure. We'd be fighting for sure, like 100%. So yeah, that shit was wild though. Like, they be having like all sorts of people coming up like there. I just don't know how they get people to like sign off on this shit. Like, yeah, I'm okay with somebody tattooing some random shit that I have no clue that's gonna be in my like. Because they gotta sign off on the shit. Like, they gotta be okay with like having this tattoo. If they can't afford to get it removed, they have to have this shit on there permanently. And I even like dare to wonder, do they like fucking pay these tattoo artists too? Like, do they have to like pay individual? Like, that'd be even crazier. Because then like you're basically like paying for people to fucking, you know, do that shit. You a fan. Oh shit.
And that's our latest check-in from Soulja Boy and Famous Dex, you guys.
Oh my god.
You heard that? Fuck. You heard that right here.
Two of the most irrelevant rappers in the game right now. Fucking Soulja Boy, you haven't been popping, you haven't been popular since Kiss Me Through the Phone, since don't Soulja Boy to like you haven't been popping since then. Like, you had like one song that I listened to, I think it was called like Swag Ocean or some shit that was alright, but like that was in like 2010, I think. Like, it was way fucking back. And Famous Dex, like, you came out with Pick Up the Phone with A$AP Rocky, I think it was like Japan or some shit, something like that. But other than that, I haven't heard nothing from you, Famous Dex. So, two irrelevant rappers arguing over something that is once again irrelevant like them. So I think it's ironic that they're even like arguing like no like all the people like they're just. And that's what rappers are doing nowadays. When they get irrelevant, you know what they do? They just start yelling and start talking about shit to give them clout. Like that's all it is nowadays. Like it's not something. I mean, it's just so fucking like it's so old, man. It's like nowadays, like if you want to stay relevant, you have to have some sort of drama. And if you don't have drama, or if you don't have like some sort of like something that's clickbait that's gonna make somebody go, holy shit, I need to click on this to see like what happens next, then like you're not gonna stay relevant, and that's just the truth of it. Unless you're just talented, honestly. Like if you're just if you're talented like J. Cole, like Kendrick Lamar, like if you're just like naturally talented and born with like God-given gifts to like rap or act or whatever it is for you, then you're gonna be fine. But if not, then once that fame starts dying off of that like one post you made or whatever, then like you're gonna have to start doing some more like kind of like dishonorable and shitty shit just to like stay relevant. And that's just where we're at. That's why you have Famous Dex and Soulja Boy arguing over nothing, over about who's more relevant, who's a fan, who's this, who's that. Like it's like nobody cares.
What? Testing if sharks can smell a drop of blood? What?
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Yeah. Sharks are fucking very intelligent. I love sharks. The only thing that sucks is that they have to...
Wait. What did you just... Did you just agree?
What, that sharks are intelligent?
No.
About the drop of blood?
But it said testing. It said testing to see if sharks can smell the drop of blood.
Well, they can. It's been proven.
We know that's why it's hilarious. What? Doesn't everybody know that shit?
I hope so. I mean, they also like
fuck?
They also track by movement too, and they can track like movement from like miles away. Not only that, but cool fact about sharks is that they have to keep swimming to filter the water through their gills, or else they'll die. So there's this really fucked up thing that people used to do. They used to cut off the fins of the sharks, so they would sink to the bottom. They would actually drown because they're no longer moving because they can't move. So even when sharks are sleeping, they're still moving, like their body still moves, so that way they can filter water through their gills so they can still breathe.
This man in marine biology, y'all.
Actually, when I was younger, I actually wanted to be a marine biologist. That's crazy, but I just fuck with sharks. Like sharks are fucking dope as fuck, and they're one of the very few misunderstood creatures. Like there's only like 2 or 3 like really aggressive species. Like the great white sharks, like the big ass sharks you see, they're not aggressive. Like they're not gonna fucking come up and eat you unless they're like very hungry or starved or famine. And like if you're like swimming out in their waters, then yeah, they might fucking take a bite at you. But for the most part, the only people that get bit or like that get attacked are those that wear those like fucking swim suits because it makes them look like it makes them look like seals, and so they fucking attack you because you look like a goddamn seal, which is what they eat. If you didn't know, but yeah, like I fuck with sharks. Sharks are just misunderstood creatures. So don't give hate to sharks because they're bad as fuck.
Don't give hate to sharks.
Yeah,
hate animals. Yeah. Don't give hate to sharks. Don't give hate to frogs. A lot of people like to give hate to frogs. I don't give hate to frogs. I got a homegirl named Kristen. Her last name.
Kristen.
No, yeah. Her last name Frogley.
Frogley.
But look, man, she awesome as hell. Yeah, shout out to Kristen, man. Shout out to her. She awesome as hell. I swear.
But damn, I mean, but I don't know. I think that a lot of creatures out here in the world are misunderstood, and we just gotta spend some more time. Even I have a big fear of spiders, but I think they're pretty cool from far away, but I'm still pretty like scared of them. Not because just because I don't really know too much about them, and that I'm like, there's also some spiders that live here in Missouri, like the brown recluse and the black widow spider, that they can bite you and fuck you up pretty bad. So I'm just not trying to die from a spider bite. That's also probably a good thing.
That's not on my list either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But you know what is on my list, or has been on my list lately, is Parks and Rec. I've been on this shit. It's fucking
that shit is funny as fuck.
Real quick before we get on that, y'all forgot to let y'all know Drake dropped the Care Package, which was just a compilation of songs unreleased on bigger projects from the past. It got a whole bunch of classics like Trust Issues, My favorite, I Get Lonely, Paris Morton music. It's some wonderful bangers on that. It's like a 20 track.
17 track.
17?
Yep, 17 track. So.
Yeah, I was off by 3. I remember it, man. That shit downloaded like 2 different times for me. I don't know why.
It was, but it's good. I mean, Josie's on there. They said that there was a lyric that J. Cole said that was insensitive, so they took it out of the. But I forgot Trust Issues on there, Dreams Money Can Buy. Like I forgot, like all the shit that didn't.
Girls Love Beyonce is on it.
Oh yeah, Free Spirit with Rick Ross on there too. Like what the like.
Rick Ross got an album coming. Rick Ross got an album coming with a song with Pusha T and Wayne on it.
Oh
like,
boy.
Yeah.
It's about to be good. It's about to be good.
My thing is Pusha T and Wayne used to have beef, and I don't think they know each other's on that verse, so.
They be alright. They be alright.
Crazy. I just want to see who really goes harder on the verse. It's gonna be bonkers. But
I mean, I think it'll be pretty good. Like I'm pretty excited to see.
But yeah,
I'm pretty excited to see new albums like with Big Sean.
It's gonna be a great year, man.
Well, it's gonna be a great end of the year, really. To be honest with you.
Oh man, that means class is out, man. I'm gonna just tell y'all one thing. Big things are coming, man.
Huge things are coming.
Huge things. You said it correct. Pause. Huge things are coming. Unless I'm talking to the ladies. But, I appreciate everybody that's been on this ground with this podcast. And
yeah, we appreciate it. For sure.
We are moving up to a different chapter now. And
we're going to keep things pushing around here.
17 weeks with y'all has been awesome.
It's been amazing. I haven't been here that long, but it's been amazing. It's been a crazy journey, kind of just seeing like where I've come in and kind of helped in different aspects, and I'm just thankful that you guys listen to us, or at least care to listen to us, because it shows, and we appreciate it. Yeah.
Watch #share our shit. SOS. L4C. I already know this. Left Class Podcast, man. It's been Stiles
and Isaiah.
Peace out, y'all. Don't be late.